We have a new clear brand guide now. Dominant color is blue.
Yep.
Go Bears.
Go Bears. Go Bears. Yeah.
We have one bear logo, not 6.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? The school logo is still the same. Bear logo is pretty much the same, but it's just kind of became very clear, like, dominant color, main corporate logo, school logo, main athletic logo with athletic font, and that's it.
Yeah.
You know, like there's
clarity.
No nonsense, you know, it's just clear.
Yep.
So now whatever we're using,
it's going to have that on it.
It's going to have that on it. So, you know, and then it went from there, you know, so like, now the main campaigns for the 60th anniversary, we're building a history wall, which is going to showcase, you know, highlight years of our past 60 years as a school. And it's going to be in the hallway between the admin office and the French classrooms.
Yeah. That's great.
So we're going to build it on the side, you know, where...
Just on like the first floor.
Where
just like
AISZ,
right outside
just outside there
side.
on the left side.
Yeah.
Where there's a little glass door and it's showing people eating food inside.
Oh yeah, in the teacher's lounge. Perfect.
We're covering that up.
I actually heard this, and then the teachers that were like, that normally eat in there were like, yes, thank you.
And we don't have
like,
to wave 100 times while eating food.
Hi, yep, go to PE, thanks. Yeah. That's awesome.
We're covering that up with a history wall, but it's going to be a beautiful wall. It's going to be this big blue structure. From one side, you'll be able to see like a perforated message. It's almost like a staircase.
Oh,
and then
I see what you're doing.
You'll be able to see the letters on every section that connect into this one message, you know?
Yeah.
And then from the other side, you're going to see the years.
Very
there's
cool.
There's going to be lighting from top, bottom.
Dude.
It's going to be a nice
Good
wall.
work.
Yeah. So this is like my events experience.
Yeah.
This is what we would do for like luxury clients.
Sure.
You know, build these kind of history walls and stuff. So I was like, hey, why not have the school have an elevated history wall? Because I saw another school had like a history wall, but it was like almost like pasted onto a wall.
Sure.
It was just white wall.
This is our history. Like, no. Make it look nice.
When you walk in, you want to be like, wow, what's that?
Right.
You know, and
like we are standing on the shoulders of those who have come before us. Like you want to be able to showcase what has happened before then continue to grow, right?
So that's now that you said that, we are going to have 2 empty panels at the end that are going to basically say legacy is yours to make. Something like that.
Look at him go. Look at him go.
I mean, the idea is that it's not just showcasing the history, but it's also inspiring the kids at the school that the greatness that they achieve at this school is remembered and potentially will be shown on our history wall as well. So we thought about it. So that's one of the kind of structures that we're working on.
That's great.
We were working on the media wall, which will be at the entrance instead of our current COVID wall that we have. So it's going to replace that, and it's going to showcase, like, it's going to be this big branded wall with a TV that's going to showcase upcoming campaigns, activations taking place at the school. Currently, we have 60 acts of kindness.
Yeah.
So that's going to be the first campaign shown. And there's going to be a QR code, ideally, that students can submit their sort of
acts of kindness and stuff.
You know, whatever campaign we're collecting.
Oh, sure.
Your favorite memories from this year at the school or whatever.
Yeah.
That on the side where the yonder pouches get taken off.
Yeah.
That's where the kids can scan the QR code and just submit like a quick picture with a text saying like, I really loved the moment when we beat another basketball team.
Yeah.
You know, or
cool
something
memories.
like this. A cool memory, a picture that they already took. They submit it to me, and we collect a cool like collection of stories, to highlight on the wall.
Yeah.
So that's the media wall.
That's awesome.
We're also working on a merchandise store.
Yeah, which I'm pumped about.
That's a big
which
one,
is great.
Yeah,
that was something like in the States, there was always like, okay, the football team has their season, and so now you can buy all this football gear, or here's the baseball team's gear. And it was like every season you could buy 100 t-shirts. Like it was always just like so many different options, which was crazy. And so that was something I had to get used to coming here, is that like, oh, I can't get an AISC shirt anywhere.
Yeah,
like, what do I do that? So I was like, yes, when that came out.
So
I was
that has to
about
happen.
That.
I mean, that just had to happen.
It's smart. It's brilliant.
You know, we just everybody was kind of begging for merchandise.
Yeah.
People were like, what do we have? And yeah, we do have like corporate stuff, like pens and stuff, and like stickers.
Right.
But I think clothing items were a massive, like something that the school just was like really wanting, the school community, and now it's opening. So so we went ahead, like the process was we opened an online platform. And basically through that online platform, we featured like a select amount of products, and we are only launching it now to staff first to test.
Yeah.
Just for this month.
Make sure the website's working,
Exactly.
make sure all the products come in nice.
That's
and all
it.
that.
Yeah. Exactly. Like that's the main thing for me is I went to the factory where they're printing the stuff, tested all the products, but now I want to see how it looks with the print.
Right.
Just correct a few items before it actually opens for the general public. You know?
Teachers will be sometimes blatantly, but they'll be the most honest with you.
They will give feedback.
They will give you your the exact feedback that you need.
You know, we
sometimes
say,
more than you need.
In Croatia, we say they don't have a hair on their tongue.
Sure. I've never heard that.
Yeah, they don't bite their tongue for sure. They will say, this doesn't work or this whatever. Yeah, so it's helpful, super helpful. I got a lot of feedback and it was taken on board, changed, ready for the official launch.
Yeah.
So now we're kind of already like
geared up for that.
Geared up for it. Yeah. So it's launching soon to the community. And then the idea is that hopefully we'll have spirit wear days, people wearing spirit wear all the time.
Yeah.
Basketball games, people show up in their hoodies and fleece and t-shirts. So that's the idea. And of course, most importantly is then being able to feature cool collections like our Bridges program, which is our special ed program, basically now partnered with Best Buddies, which is this company that basically, I mean, it's an initiative to, help kids with special needs and neurodivergent children and students. So they partnered with us and we are their kind of official now entry into Croatia. They weren't present in Croatia before. And they give us rights to utilize their, basically their licensed logos, etc., onto our merchandise now. So we're going to do a collection for Best Buddies, and all of the proceeds from that will go back to Best Buddies to support their program, and just support the kids who are a part of the program.
That's so cool.
So like this is the idea,
like directly applicable stuff. Like that's going to be helping
and also
people.
Students interested in design ultimately, who want to do clothing design, who want to become, fashion designers or open their own merchandise stores. They can come and they can say, hey, Mr. Oliver, can we do a t-shirt design?
Yeah.
And then we can launch it, know? That's it, and then that money can go towards student council for their, whatever they're planning, or something like that. So it's just to build this community around it as well. Yeah.
That is so cool. Especially with like the sporting events, and now you just have a wave of the same color of blue is going to be cool. Yeah. And like some just more, again, uniformity there, I think is good, and
not to say it's always going to be like just blue clothing.
For sure.
Like we want to enable, I think I'm going to enable soon like white, gray, black.
Yeah.
Even some.
But just having that logo will be just more relevant.
Yeah, exactly, and when we do things like Pink Awareness Month.
Right.
Then we're gonna do pink t-shirts, especially for that. Like it's cool. Like you can do a lot of things with like a merchandise store. It features your branding and people are wearing it and they're proud to wear it and present it. And it's not just, it is a marketing tool that you can then take outside of school and different parents will see it and say, oh, American School of Zagreb.
Right.
It sticks to like other people's mind a little bit and they go and research it and potentially come to us and bring us new students.
But the best is to build the culture.
It's building the culture.
Right. And then letting the culture speak for itself, I think is
that's
what you're working on.
I would say the primary purpose is building the culture.
And that's one thing I've been thoroughly impressed with Darren. Just like he was talking the other day about like the idea that when we are all experiencing the same thing, like when we're all wearing the same shirt or whatever, that we have a bigger sense of community because of that.
Yeah.
Obviously there are so many other things at play and I'm well aware of that, but the idea, that concept playing into building culture, I was like, I never thought about that. Coming from the American school system, like everyone had a purple shirt on, like, okay, this makes sense. Or purple and yellow were our colors. And so you're talking about like the having 7 school colors. I was like, yeah, I didn't even think purple and yellow, or like my high school was black and orange. So it was like I was used to just like 2 colors max, or 1 color was your primary and then 1 is your like secondary. But
yeah, exactly.
Being able to then connect that to community is pretty wild and not something that I had necessarily thought about.
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah. So that's another project. I think the sort of biggest one I'm working on at the moment is the gala.
Yeah.
We're going to have the big gala night to
That's
celebrate
awesome.
60 years at the Sheraton Hotel.
That'd be cool.
That's a cool one. This is where I get to really like showcase my direct, like expertise in events organizing. So that's fun.
Yeah.
That's great. And that's going to, like I'm working with designers to create like key visuals. I'm building a ticketing platform for that.
Cool.
It's a lot of these things. Another thing that we're working on is the flag carrying day. I think that's what they call it.
Yeah, I've seen pictures of it. I haven't experienced it
like
yet.
International Day or something, which is quite cool also. Yeah. But we have a lot of campaigns happening happening in the school. So
that's
I'm
so
very
fun.
excited for that.
That's so
Yeah. And more. Honestly, there's more that we now are in discussion.
And this is just the first year. Like that's the cool thing.
Year?
You can just keep building.
I know it can be a lot for some people who have been here for a while and to say like things are changing too fast. And change can be scary.
Yeah, for sure.
So I do recognize that, and I'm not here also to. And it's not just me. I mean, there's a lot of people working on changing things, but we're not here to also like change everything that this school was about before.
Continuing to build upon. We're continuing to build upon what has come before.
Like the foundation has been built. We're not
crushing the foundation and then rebuilding. It's like we're building on the beautiful things that have already happened.
And it's important to remember that like ultimately, if we don't change, others will go to a place that embraces change more and modernizes and brings things that others are interested in. So it is important, like we see the Budapest school, we see the Belgrade school, we see the Paris school, we see all these schools around us, Vienna, like there are schools that are every day, like completely like kind of rebranding, rebuilding, refreshing, bringing in new ideas. And we want to be in that conversation. Like we want to be proud to be in this school and say, hey, we are like really, I mean, we have been certified the only, I think, fully carbon neutral campus or something like that, you know, like in Europe.
For sure. It's amazing.
Wild, no? Yeah. I mean, we're here.
Right.
So why not build more of that, you know, and do some things that other schools just never even thought of doing?
Yeah.
And ultimately what's going to happen is other schools are probably going to see this podcast and be like, hey,
we got to start a podcast.
We need the podcast, you know? I mean, maybe some schools have it. I don't want to say like we're now the first.
Right,
But I'm sure that we're going to inspire friendly competition.
Yeah.
And what it is, it's not to be better than them. It's everybody just pushing each other to be as best as we can be for the kids, for the students.
Exactly. And that's, I mean, if that's the goal in mind, you're never wrong. You're
never wrong.
And that's the beautiful thing. It's like we're doing all of these things for the betterment of our school community and for the betterment of the experience that the kids get to have.
Exactly.
You know, like I'm excited for my son to get a chance to come through this school. He's a 4-year-old. He's in pre-K right now. And just like to see all of the changes that are happening, I'm like, this is somewhere that I want to send my son. This is somewhere that I want my son to get a chance to experience, which is a beautiful thing to say.
Yeah.
And it is really important.
Yeah. And like if your son really wants to like follow in your footsteps and do something as cool as what you're doing, and like he's going to have a place to learn that, you know?
Yeah. And spread his wings and not follow in my footsteps too, you know? And that's the cool thing is that he has the opportunity to like try it. And try the things that really trip his trigger and get him excited about whatever he's doing, which is cool.